Shit. Now I'm back. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. So the previous stream just paused and I didn't notice, so now I'm back. 1 second. Cool, let's get back to this. Oh, I lost my 6 viewers. So let's go back to this stuff. 1 sec. 1 sec. 1 sec. 1 sec. Hello. Hello again. So let's go back to this animation. Here. Here. Boom, 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 boom. Let me record this stuff so I can clip this later. Clipping. Boom, there you go. Let's go to animate this stuff. So the recording pause here. So boom, 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 boom. I designed this frame. Boom, using the Dragon Ball's reference. Bam. And then from here, boom, we're going up like this, crazy. Boom. So time to design a new frame. Let's go back to the Dragon Ball reference. Boom, boom. So let me screenshot that thing. Look at this beautiful pose of these dudes. Command Z and Command V. Boom. Beautiful. So I'm going to design these pose. Cool. Let's start with the Chihuahua because I was in the flow of designing that. And the body that I'm going to use as a reference here is the Goku. This is the Goku body here. So I'm going to do something like that. Bam. Then here we have torso like that. Look at this flow that I can find here, and I love what I did here with the legs. So I am pushing the rig. The rig that I'm going to put on top of this later. Boom. In this way, and I'm always opening the shapes. Like here, I'm opening towards this side. So here we have a volcano, and here we have another volcano, and here we have another volcano. Because it's better to design this type of shapes which are tapering towards one side than symmetrical shapes, because this is boring as fuck. And this is very dynamic. This is a volcano, and this is lava getting out of here. Mudaste, en Canadá. Me vine acá a Ecuador por un ratito, Fer. Estoy en Ecuador ahorita. Así que estoy comiendo comida muy rica en este momento y jodiendo con panas también. Así que por acá ando ahorita, Fer. Se me pausó el recording. Así que aquí estamos. ¡Pum! ¿Sí ves? Entonces de aquí empujo las formas. O puedo de alguna manera hacer algo así con el torso y mostrar algo aquí abajito. Así que, Fernando, cualquier pregunta que tengas, hazme nomás cualquier pregunta en español, que cambie a español. Pero sí, estoy ahorita grabando para clipear estas vainas en inglés. Pero cualquier cosita, con confianza, nomás me preguntas cualquier cosa, de aquí estamos para ayudar. Tenemos aquí, we have here the crotch, that I can do something like this. Then here we have the leg like this. And here we have this other part of the leg like this. Boom, beautiful. So I'm always looking to design very appealing and dynamic shapes. Bam. And here we have the torso, tuki, bam. And now this part of the chest will end up around here because we need some space here for the neck. And I like how this head is like something like that. And this is the flow of the character that I'm going to create here. The neck, the one neck, another neck, another neck. So this is like the line of action of each one of these heads. So here, for example, I can do something like this, and I can break this into something like that. Boom. Going like this and going like this. Bam, 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 bam. Cool. And then here, I like the head of this dude being like, ya andaba esperando tus en vivos. Gracias, mi bro. Gracias. Sí, disfruto más hacer estos en vivos que grabar solito los videos y después subirlos a YouTube. Es como que, me aburre. Estos en vivo son como que más dinámicos y sobre todo tengo la oportunidad de conocer a más personas. Y sí, me permite interactuar con más personas también. Mira cómo Goku tiene la boca abierta aquí y quiero transferir esa misma información acá. So this is all the cool stuff that I'm finding out here while I draw. It's like when I'm drawing, I am finding out how my pose is going to look. I don't waste too much time into thinking too much, cause yeah, dude. I want to get into the flow of experimenting, finding stuff. So here, boom, boom, boom. Here we have the hair that's going like that. Something like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that one is cool. And the hair could be something like this. Bam, something like this. Boom. And the rhythm between the hair here and the neck itself. I'm always trying to find the rhythms. Estoy siempre intentando buscar los ritmos y cómo todo esto fluye entre cada dibujo. Como te mostré tu personaje, Fernando, I'm always trying to connect. I remember, yo me acuerdo tu personaje era algo así. Así mismo y conectaba todo el flow de la pierna aquí con la espalda, lo mismo aquí. It's the same thing that I'm doing here, is trying to find the flow of the character, trying to connect everything if this were like a puzzle or something. And here we have the two teeth like that. I'm going to color this just for silhouette purposes and for clarity. Boom, we have that neck there. look at the arm of Goku there. Here I can have one shoulder being like this. You can have one shoulder being like this. Todavía no termino el cortito, agregué unas cositas más que creo que van a quedar un poquito mejor, pero hasta no tener algo más o menos presentable todavía no te lo enviaré. Cool, belleza. Sigo en el rough todavía. Y que tome lo que tenga que tomar. Como dice Calamaro, tomarse con calma lo que haga falta tomarse. Pues tomar una cervecita aquí. So here we have the arm like this, boom. And this is going to be like this, and then here we can have this other shape of the arm like that. And then here we can have something like this. Boom. Pam, 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 pam. And this other arm here is going to be similar to the Freezer one. So in some way, I'm trying to merge both silhouettes, the one from Goku and the one from Freezer, into one single silhouette. So the elbow here will be something like this. The elbow here will be something like this, and then we foreshorten this towards camera into something like this. Which I can maybe do something like this too. I can do something like this. Exactamente, eso que me dicen lo estoy haciendo, conectando todo el cuerpo que sea bonito y más decente. Ese es el secreto, Fernando. Ese es el secreto. No mucha gente hace eso, no muchos artistas hacen eso, y como consecuencia todo termina viéndose un poco estático, stiff. So it's very important to find the flow of the pose. So here we have these. Here maybe we have this other finger. And here we can have something like this. Bam, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then the other head. I need as a reference this. Oof, I love that. I love this one. So I can draw on top of this one. I can draw on top of this one, and then move the head there, and that'll be cool. This other eye like that, bam, and the ears, something like that, boop, 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 boop. Beautiful. And then I grab this, and then bam. Flip this to the other side, make this smaller, move it around there, flip the rotation so it gets closer to what Goku is doing there with the head, making the head a little bit bigger so it fits the overall size relationship between characters. Now the ears will no longer be like custom ears going back, because I'm thinking already of the overlapping action. This is what you ask, Harshit. I'm already thinking about the overlapping action of this character. So This is going to be something like this. And the ears are going to be something like this, going that way. Boom, boom. I'm imagining how these ears are going to look in motion. There you go. That's more aggressive with the eyes. Here we have some part of the hair, and here we have the neck. Here we have the neck. There's going to go all the way around like that. Boom. Beautiful. And I'm thinking about the silhouette between the hair and the other character like that. Bam. All of this is going to be black. Copy, copy and paste. There you go. Beautiful. Then here we have something like that. The neck here is going to be like this. Here we're having something like this. Boom. So this is the flow of this neck like that. And the head of this dude is going to be, I think I have a head that I can use as reference for this character here, or one of these one over here. So I'm reusing the poses that I already designed to draw on top and move faster with my animation, because I have a reference of how my character looks at those on those frames. Here we have the hair, bam, bam, bam. Here we have the mouth, bam, bam, bam. And here we have the teeth that I want to move now the other direction. This part of the mouth, something like this, tuki, 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 beautiful. And the ears, well, I'll draw the ears later, so I'm going to move this to the other frame, to this one over here. And then I'm flipping this, moving this down, rotating this stuff, which is the frame that I have to be working here, this one over here. And then I can do some changes here. So for example, I no longer want that head in that view, because it's a little bit different from what I did on my rough pass. So what I'm going to do is copy that, reduce the opacity, and now using that as a reference to my new head position, which is going to be something like this. And the mouth, I can track the volume, the length of this part of the mouth by moving this like that. And then here I like how the mouth is closed, like freezer. So I'm going to do something like this. And maybe one line in that with that part of the neck. And then here I'll move a little bit down, something like that, beautiful. Then here on top of this, the eyes. And then this other eye. And then, oopsie, moving like this, and then 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 moving like that. And then here we have the eyes. Looking at the dude. It will be good if this dude is looking at the dude. Boom, 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 boom. And here we have the hair. Boom. And then I get rid of this one over here. Bam. Look at that. And then I can get rid of these. I can get rid of these line of actions that I drew there. I can move this arm a little bit towards the front. Cause I need to improve the silhouette. Boom, boom, boom. So we have something like this, like this. This will connect with the torso here. So we're having all of these to be torso. Cool. Something that I like to do is that I like to do like a strong pass here on the silhouette of the character to check that everything is working well, everything is reading clearly, and that the silhouette is really badass overall. So that is looking well. Here we have the belly, here we have the leg this way, boom, boom. So I'm just highlighting the silhouette to have a clear idea of how this is going to look like for the end result. Here we have the nachos type of ears here, boom. Here we have the piercings of the dude, bam, 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 bam. And I can make these something like this, just to have a clear understanding of the silhouette, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Then here we have this neck like this. here we have this character like that. Interesting. I can reveal the people there. I want to move this a little bit higher. Boom, 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 and then again, boom, 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 making the silhouette super clear. The silhouette is really important when we're talking about animation. Boom, 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 boom. We have something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Neck. Then here we have this other character, and this is still. I'm not cleaning at all anything. I'm just a poor so I'm just trying to highlight the silhouette of the character, bam, because this is one of my main key poses. Boom. Now look at how these look like on the animatic versus on the rough pass. Animatic, rough pass. And then when I put the rigs on top, dude, that is going to be really badass. So let's keep moving forward to see what we're going to achieve from this animation. Oh, by the way, Fernando, ¿sí se me escucha bien? Porque puse el micrófono por aquí abajo. Porfa, me avisa si se escucha todo bien. So let's continue. So get rid of this thing here. Bam. So we have the character around here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the contrast between the line of action that is like this versus this one that is like this. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, awesome. Let's go to the dude over here, which is easiest than the other one. I want to move this a little bit back. Okay. Boom, something like this. Something like this. Something like this. Center line will be around here. Se escucha un poco bajo, pero sí se escucha. ¿Y qué tal se escucha ahora? Let's connect the thing here. Boop. Now, so we are going to go like this. Tuki tuki. Ahí me dice si se escucha mejorcito. Boom, boom, boom. The mouth like this. Tuk, 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 tuk. And then here we have this like that. Tukutum. Upa, 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 upa. 1 second. Bésame, bro, yo en 1 hora te puedo caer. Bro, recién veo el mensaje. Sí, cae nomás, cae nomás. Estoy streameando mis vainas, pero cae nomás que así ready. So cool, ya viene un panita y nos vamos a dedicar a trabajar en el otro canal. Pum, 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 pum. Here we have the eyes like that. Ahí cierra bien, bello. Boom, the eye like that. Gracias, Fernando. Ahora sí. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Here we have one arm like this, and the other one that is going to be like this. Tukutukum. Here on this arm, we have the rounded chainsaw, so that's something that I'll now have to change throughout the animation. We have this arm like that, boom. You have this. We have the chainsaw. No, here we have the rounded, right? No. Yeah, it's a rounded. Oopsie. So here we have the rounded chainsaw that is going to be something like this. Or maybe more flat, something like. Yeah, let's make this a little bit flat. Beautiful. So we do like this. Bam. So here, instead of erasing, I can just add more darkness to my lines to fix what I did. Well, I end up erasing too, but anything that makes my workflow really fast. So here we have this other one. Here we have this other one like this. I feel I need to move this a little bit towards the left. Boom. Pam. I don't end up liking this. I think I have to foreshorten this a little bit more. So this circle will be something like this instead. This arm will be something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And here these other arms can be like this. Tun, 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 tun. And this other one could be like that too. I'm trying to find ways of making my drawing super easy to draw throughout my animation, so I save some time here on the rough pass, because eventually, as I'm going to be working with rigs, I can easily place this part of the rigs on top of these rounded circles, and everything will work really well. Bam, 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 bam. And then here we have this leg that is going this way. Boom, 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 boom. And then here we have this leg like this. Da, 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 da. Then here we're having this other leg like that. Da, 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 da. And then this one over here. I like how the angles of this leg goes like this, and then goes like this, and then goes like this. While on this one, yeah, it's almost doing the same shit. So cool. So we're going like that, then we're going like this. One line in the booty here with this part, and then this one lower here, and then here the foot. Then we're going towards the front, this way, boom, boom. I'm not adding those details here, but just for perspective purposes, I'm adding those lines there. Boom. Now I think I have to make this look more badass. It's not looking as badass as I want to. So let's find the way to do so. Now let's forget about it. Let's keep it like that. Let's just... Yes, sir. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. I was like, are these rocks like a result of the clashing between these two? No, it's not. Boom. A little bit higher, so I'm reducing the size of this. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. And then boom, 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 all the attack. So all of this part I'm going to animate tomorrow. Today I'm going to finish animating all of this shit on the rough pass. I know. So tomorrow, yeah. So today and tomorrow will be all about rough pass. ¿Ya hiciste el otro canal? Aún no, bro, aún no. El otro canal creo que va a ser cero animación, va a ser más tipo Ibai, tipo, no Gaspi, pero tipo videos Ibai con Gaspi. O sea, videos full entretenimiento de joder con panas y vainas así. Y pues como resultado, si eso de alguna manera también me trae more views, o sea, voy a seguir haciendo mis animaciones y toda la vaina, pero esto va a ser más como trabajo y el otro va a ser un proyecto más como de entretenimiento, simplemente para saciar mi set de creatividad, porque hacer lo mismo y lo mismo y lo mismo, a veces hacer videos, explorar la creatividad o explorar el arte mediante otras formas ayuda bastante también en todo esto. Así que aún estoy trabajando en el otro canal. Antes de trabajar en el otro canal estoy trabajando en los videos. Entonces ayer estuve con un amigo hablando sobre los videos que vamos a hacer. Estuvimos escribiendo un guión y esperamos el sábado vamos a grabar. Así que pronto, ahí te aviso ese nuevo canalcito. Pero todo relacionado a animación, este que está acá. Este canal que está acá. So, boom. So, here the character is going towards camera. I need another frame here. And I have to start thinking about the timing here. I need to start thinking about the timing. So, for example, here, and also because I want this to look badass and to look very organic, I'm going to be drawing every frame by frame on my rough pass, so it looks the line will feel alive if I do this. So I'm going to do something like this, and I'm going really fast because this is a rough pass, but I'm already starting to in between all of this stuff. So I was saying to Fernando that yeah, I'm working on another YouTube channel that is going to be pure about entertainment and having fun with some friends, and how important it is to explore different ways of creativity or art itself, because making videos, everything that we do is an art form, to be honest. Even cleaning the dishes and all that kind of stuff, everything, if it's an art form if we decide to add some creativity on what we do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that channel. It's going to be in Spanish only, and it's just me doing crazy cool stuff with my friends. Nothing related to animation, but it's just another thing that I would like to do. And treating this work of the air fryer as a work, and to put the same amount of time that deserve to accomplish an animation project like this. So here we're going like this. Hello Henry, hello Woodago, Woodaga, so 195.96. I say it. Hello my friend, and welcome to this stream of animating the three-headed mutant Chihuahua versus the giant air fryer. So being, I'm animating here, I'm doing a rough pass. Here. This is my keyframe, this is my key. Here we're having a breakdown. Here we're having the other key. In between these two, I'm going to make the character flip here in the middle. So we go towards that pose. Oof, I also thought about the idea of making the robot get closer to the Chihuahua in this way. Like the booty is like a helicopter, so the booty could be like this. And it's like a helicopter going like and attacking the Chihuahua, but too much thought process. Or maybe I can still do it, but I don't know. Bam, bam. Not too distracting. So boom, 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 boom. How we go from this pose to this pose? Also, it's in Polish, so it's pretty hard. It's in okay. Look at the funny thing, because Polish is how we call the one step of the animation process. Like we go from posing to in-betweening to polish. So when you say polish, I was like, oh, polish, I'm in the rough pass. What do you mean? But now it's like, oh, polish, the country.